What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Man.
Welcome back.
If we could just can you play the clip, sir?
Yeah. I'm ready.
And I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, 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 an entanglement with August.
All right, man, we giving Marquise too much, bro. Get him off. Marquise, man, killing that shit.
Hold on, that was one of the best beats I've ever heard. My G, I gotta get that.
Nah, man, the R. Kelly one was hella funny too, though. That was the funniest one, though.
I ain't heard that. I gotta hear that one. I ain't heard that,
man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
My joint from the Marquise joint is I got 4-5 bank accounts, 4-5 girlfriends. I gotta play that.
That was funny too. That was funny.
I hear that.
All right, y'all. Welcome to What the Podcast. I am your host, Nytelife. I'm here with Sandman, and I'm here with D ROC.
What's good with it,
gentlemen? What's been going on? This shit is still crazy out here, man. Sandman, what's your week? What's your week? A couple weeks been like since we last checked in, man.
We're going backwards. Oh, we're going. Oh Lord,
we really are.
Backwards. Oh, I'm ready for COVID to be over. Man, can I go out?
Shit ain't a ride.
Can I go to a movie? Can I go to a bar? Please.
I think the drive-thru's still open. There ain't no good movies though. It's all bad.
No. And who wants to go to the?
I'm actually cool with that. I mean, it's kind of retro. It's kind of a little cool.
That's the only way I like it.
A real movie though.
Yeah, real movies I like to go because
I don't want to see National Lampoon's Christmas and shit when I go to the fucking drive-in, man.
It's July.
Old shit.
Yeah, they on some other shit with all that stuff. I ain't with that.
I mean, if they're gonna play the old school cool movie, play Juice, play Menace to Society, do the real shit, man. If you're gonna do it,
that's too real, sir.
No,
Black Lives Matter. They need to give us our respect.
Can I get a Friday to drive in? Oh, that'd be hilarious.
They should let us choose what movies play there for like the next week and a half.
All right, hey, I still can't breathe.
That's too real for that.
So we all there. We all there.
Hey, what else going on?
D ROC. How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing all right, man. I was dealing with my grandma's issues. She done got older. What I don't understand is why you trying to cook. You live in a retirement home, so people can come cook for you. You ain't got to touch a damn thing. But for some reason, she wanted to, whip up some stuff and fell to sleep and then burn half her little kitchen. And, I'm telling her, you tripping. She think I'm being a comedian. I don't know. Maybe because I tell people I'm a comedian now, it's like everything I say is supposed to be funny to them. So my grandma be laughing, thinking I'm joking. I ain't playing with you. You need to sit your ass down somewhere.
Wow. She
started laughing. Oh, you so fun, I'm not playing. This ain't no joke. So
you told your grandma to sit your ass down somewhere?
In variation, not necessarily those words, but in my mind, it was like that. In my mind, it was sit your ass down. And in reality, it was, Grandma, you need to sit down sometimes. I think you're a little tired. Something going on right now. We need to talk to you. She, I told her she need to go to Jesus. She said, I can't go to church anyway. So I'm working with her. I'm sending her Bible scriptures every now and then when she down and out. I need to just send her a little something. So we working on it. But she good.
The truth, but the way you presented that was horrible.
It is. I know. I'm working on myself. Shit. But other than that, I'm doing good, man. I'm tired of COVID. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been able to do no shows, so it's kind of making me feel bad, but I'm working on the show still. I'm still working on that. We actually going to be shooting some scenes hopefully this week or next week, and we'll be able to put that out probably in a month or so. So I'll be excited about that.
That's good, man. That's good.
Say how I was doing.
Oh, you weren't done? I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, you just like, I'm done yet. I'm doing good. All right, we can move on.
Niggas be mad selfish. Wait, hold on. Let me do. That's all I wanted. Never mind. All right, man. So
we got to get straight into it,
bro. So we went and we played the clip for y'all. Entanglements. Ironically, the name of the 7th pod from us.
Happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August.
Dude, why did she say that like she was trying to remember that kid's name? Do you know? Right? You know they try to do these little mind games. The Smiths is a motherfucker, man. They try to do these little mind games and belittle the kid, man. It's almost like kind of like campaign strategy, like you know when you was with Og, right?
Okay,
little Augie.
Okay,
little Ogster.
We're gonna get into it. Let's get it straight into it. Og was a sucker for that.
Yeah, you don't put none of that shit out there, no matter what.
I'll tell you to the camera. Og was a sucker for that. Why are you telling business right now?
Dude.
Regardless of whatever it has happened, G Code says, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
2 separate rollouts he used for one person.
Yeah. Like,
never in the history of hip hop has that been done.
Sucker.
2 rollouts for one person. Jada was the rollout for the last one. He did the Corn video. And then he did this, and
he made that song. He made that song about it,
right?
Too.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know, man. I mean, the reality is, it seemed like Will and Jada was just reading some lines off of paper that they had because they both actors and actresses, but they were struggling because it was after one day of read, and they like, we got to hurry up and say this shit. So you could tell they were struggling. Will had been crying or whatever he want to say he was doing. You could say it was allergies, boy. You've been crying.
Will looked like he was hurt, boy.
He was hurt.
He looked like he was hurt.
Thing, man. I look at it like goose and gander, man. Was goose good for the goose? Good for the gander because it's been known and said that they had an open relationship, correct? Open marriage.
Exactly.
And we can definitely pinpoint or at least allege that Will was probably messing around with Margot Robbie, right? Now, again, the What the Podcast is not take responsibility for any allegations. These are just allegations,
and there ain't a damn bit of fact checking that goes on around here. We just saying shit.
Yeah. So, but from what I was told, from what everybody can infer, Margot Robbie or Robbie, however you say her name, and Will Smith, I'm pretty sure some stuff was going down, and they said themselves they had an open marriage. So with that being said, you did you, homie,
bro. I will go out on a limb.
So now you mad?
I will go out on a limb and say that Will has probably touched every leading actress he has had.
I think him and Eva Mendes, when he played in Hitch with, I think he hit that. I do believe in my heart he hit that. Allegedly.
Yeah. That's one of my Hollywood dreams. Right now.
Yeah, you gonna lose that dream, my brother, because I think he better than that. But it's kind of crazy though. But I think honestly, like, Will know about everything because Will was all up hanging with him, taking pictures with him. The kids wouldn't be as cool with a person if they know that they dad and their mom split and he messed with them.
I don't think so, only because of how hurt he looked when they was talking.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't get that hurt. You don't look that hurt and look dejected as he did.
I think it's because they're being outed. That's why he cried, because he's outed.
And it's just like we had the pedestal relationships that we have out there. And that's one of the pedestal relationships we have out there. They have been pretty much Teflon, untouchable, bulletproof, all of this type of shit. So when that happens, and then when stuff happens, then they excuse it away. Oh, it was an open relationship. And then, oh, well, we were separated. There's no way that they were separated at the time that happened. Will was just like, basically, hey, you want to fuck with dude? Fine. And I'm gonna leave. And then he left, and he thought she wasn't gonna do it, and then she did it, and then he got mad. So it's like it's kind of whack, man. It's just happened. And then they came
and then I got into an entanglement with August.
Yo, they gave you the bullshit in 15 minutes. They summed it up, not even in a whole half an hour of Fresh Prince. It was a half an episode. They gave you the half an episode and was out. Them table talks be like 3 hours and shit.
True.
Where does that come from? That's nuts, man.
I'm telling you, I feel like swingers are like a very low-key type people. They don't want people knowing their business. They don't want people in their business. So I feel like with him outing them, I think that's what made Will so emotional. Like, I'm that guy that nobody thinks that I would really do this, or nobody really knows. You know what I'm saying? It's always that myth that if they doing it or not.
I think the open relationship, while it benefited him, it was cool. And the moment she was just like, all right, cool, let's rock. And he was like, no.
I don't like this.
Here's another thing that I think that people didn't think about. Maybe the open relationship with the women that he was dealing with was beneficial to both of them.
Both of them. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair too.
Could have been some late nights.
And then it got real.
Some trios action.
And it got real.
Mm-hmm.
But
like, that's what we doing.
What makes it all bad altogether, though, is because Jada, they both said that August came to them as somebody that needed help. And then when you listen to Jada talk, Jada's talking about how, well, I needed August because I needed to heal myself. I needed this and that. But yet the nigga came to you needing help. So you really just took him and was like, yo, fuck your needs. I need you to fuck my needs and go ahead and get me right. Which is kind of
like a great excuse for her to explain herself away as having this Florence Nightingale syndrome, and she really ain't got that.
It's garbage.
She was trying to do because her will was on one, and that's what time it was. And then Will was like, "Oh, you really did do that,
dude." And you think, and then August is up here like, "Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt."
No,
hold on, bro. Let me tell you something.
Bro.
Let me tell you something. If you're going to sit up here and tell me to my face that you wasn't overjoyed to sleep with Jaden Pinkett,
listen,
and then you playing the scorned victim, dude. I was like, I know he has mental problems and all of that, but dude, that's the ultimate, like, dude, he probably just sign the NDA, man, and go on about your business. Man.
I saw this meme and I shared it with Nytelife. I need to share it with you, D ROC. It said it was a picture of old boy from Love and Hip Hop, and it was oh, I can't remember his name.
Rich Dallas.
Rich Dallas from Love and Hip Hop. It was like everybody's going like Cass is going crazy over this situation. Like Will in August is upset about a girl who don't even got a jump to fit in her jeans.
That's disrespect, man. That's disrespectful. Listen, man, Halle Berry is one of the finest women alive, and she can't jump and put her jeans on either.
That's
you know what I'm
fair.
saying? It's a simple slide. It's a simple slide.
That's debatable. The finest woman alive. We don't even have time on the pod for you to even go into that. She is not the finest woman alive. You don't knock that shit off.
That's what y'all generation labeled her that.
She's top 5.
She better. Okay, I'm making a super controversial statement right now. A controversial statement. You ready? I think she's prettier than Beyonce.
No, that's not controversial. That's true.
That's your generation. That's just what it is.
That's nothing. But that was your hot take. If that was your hot take, it wasn't very hot.
Cool. I'll take a little.
If Halle Berry's number one,
warm ass takes.
Who's number one on my list?
On Nightlife's list, because he said he got top 5. Halle Berry's top 5, and she ain't number one.
Do I need to even go into this?
Please
I don't even. I told you I don't have time. Let me put some real thought.
Just give us number one.
The next pod. No. I don't want to reveal that.
Give me
I don't want to
one.
reveal that. We don't want to ruin content. So the next pod, I will have a top 5. We will all have a top 5 from the next pod.
But I have top 5 in different races.
From y'all's
Okay, so are we doing the finest black women of all time, or are we doing the finest women of all time?
Mine gonna probably be all black women though. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's still.
I got my black girl booze, Hollywood black girl booze, my Hollywood Latina blue booze, my Hollywood Asian booze.
Okay, just top 5. Top 5 women. Top 5 women in Hollywood. Let's go there, and we'll do that on the next pod.
Right.
We'll do that. Okay, so getting into this, spinning off of this subject, what is y'all views on the whole thing with the open marriage and swinging and all that type of shit?
I'm not with it personally. I would never do it personally. No, I'm good.
It just seems like it's a lot of. I don't want to say work, but it seems like it's a lot more stress. Like it's already stressful enough to cohabitate with a person who is not it's another person. It's not you doubled. It's not your clone. Like, so there's still idiosyncrasies that you have that you got to figure out even every day. Even after 10 years of marriage, from myself, like it's still like, oh, I got to figure out how to navigate through this with the person who I love more than life. You know what I'm saying? You want to add another one? I'm cool.
I mean,
Cool.
as far as the situation, I mean, looking at the Smiths and looking at some of these other Hollywood couples and the amount of stress that it puts on you to even be in a relationship like that when you're always in public and you're always in the public eye and all that stuff. Sometimes y'all on the separate halves of the world. And if you have an understanding, why isn't that okay?
Sure. I don't, because you still have to go home and look that person in the face. You know
it's not gonna work for me, man. Somebody putting their hands on my piece and then doing something I ain't doing, or maybe they show up a move I ain't showed them yet. That's gonna piss me the hell off. Now I'm at home, every time I'm in it. Now she like, hey, can you do that move? I ain't got that move. That's not in my repertoire. You over here looking for something I ain't got. So I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August.
Yeah, man. The girl hit me with that. I'm lost. I'm in entanglement. What happened? How you get entangled with that? That's just gonna have me lost. But what y'all feel about the statement though? Because she said, well, they both said, and I heard Charlamagne the God say he hates that they said this, but they said they ride together, they die together, bad marriage for life.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so corny. That shit is so corny, bro. My God.
And it seemed like chagrin when they said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed very chagrin when they said it. It was cringeworthy, is what it was. And it wasn't because it was corny. It was because it was like, that's what y'all want to project? For real?
As a black marriage, as a black couple, a black married couple, that looks, you know what I'm saying, doesn't make us look that good.
And that's the main thing. That's the biggest thing. Because they've taken on this mantle, like Nytelife was saying, as far as, we have to be the quintessential black couple. You know what I mean? And like you've taken on a mantle that doesn't you try to live up to some standard that's not just being in your marriage, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think if you're just gonna be out there wilding, then you just gotta live in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Then why get married?
You can't portray a situation and then you guys are the red carpet, we've been together, we love each other type of shit. And then you doing this whole other underworld type of shit. It's like,
I think that behavior is more acceptable if you're not married. Like if you're
who's gonna say anything to them if they decide? Who's gonna say anything if they just decide, you know what, fuck it, we do have an open marriage. We have an open marriage. It's the way we rock, like it or not. You think that's gonna fuck their brands up?
I think it does a bit because Will is still considered to be wholesome. You know what I'm saying?
Oh nah. No. Based on who Will has dated in the past, fuck no.
Who's he dated?
Absolutely not.
Who's he dated in the past?
He dated a bunch of chicks.
I'm only tracking
Pepper from Salt and Pepper was trying to get at it. She had him for a hot one.
That wasn't as publicized as this though. You know what I'm saying? You weren't seen as the Hollywood power couple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
who was seeing them as the Hollywood power couple?
That's how they're seen now. And
anybody before this thing came out, they were kind of considered. They were like, you remember J. Cole had that song? He wanted that Jada and that Will love. Like that was like people like that. They like the idea of two people that are together that are striving. They both big. I'm not gonna lie. Jada has kind of fell off when she got married. It kind of seemed like she fell off, and Will kind of just kept succeeding, but. At the end of the day, they still like one of the best couples to look at when it comes to black couples. I don't even know who else out there that I can really name that's a black couple that's been together for this long.
Papoose and Remy is the standard of black love. That's the standard. That's the standard, bro. That's the standard.
I won't say this. They honestly do ride for each other. They honestly do love each other. I'll give them that. But
LL Cool J and his wife, Cube and his wife. I mean, they've been there. I mean, their significant others are not as famous as they are.
That's right,
but they still hold it together though, and that's even harder. That's even harder to do.
As much as I hate to say the quintessential one is J and B, but like as far as both couples having like making power moves, like it was Will and Jada for sure, and it was like J and B. Lemonade
and 444 fucked all that up, homie. There's an elevator. There's an elevator that tells a different story.
But that's what it was presented at first. You know what I'm saying? And even now, they're still regarded as like
Ain't no different. Jay-Z had an
All the
entanglement.
more reason why I said if Will and Jada decided to just say, yo, we in the open marriage. We running around just fucking wherever we want to. That's what we do. That's our business. Whatever. If they say that and they do that,
yeah, they
what's the difference?
They would get buried.
Black Twitter wouldn't. You lose Black Twitter. You don't want to lose. You don't even lose the black crowd.
How?
Black crowd ain't gonna put out that. Ain't a lot of black people out there.
Jay got hammered for his affair.
He did.
They made two dope ass albums out of that shit.
That's
two
why
dope ass albums out of that shit. And it's still cool.
Did it again.
That's what cool. For example, when R. Kelly got into all the stuff, what he did, make music, and that's how they got forgiven. So you know what I'm saying. So
and now he can't get no love. Oh, he get a little bit of love. People still play his music in some places. I still be hearing it.
But in the midst of it, all you gotta do is drop an album. Everybody forget about it. Jada ain't spitting no bars.
I gotta throw the challenge flag, man. And I know exactly who to call in this situation when I throw the challenge flag. I'm about to do it right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh boy.
We'll see how this goes, man.
Going on, Mr. Harvey?
DP, what up? What you using government names for? I'm Nytelife, man. I'm on my platform. This is What the Podcast. You're with Nytelife. You're with Sandman and you're with D ROC right now. You're live.
But I know your ass Harvey though. But that's another thing. I know Nytelife. Yeah. So how you guys doing today?
We good, man. So we throwing the challenge flag out, man. We talking about this Will and Jada shit, and we needed a fourth Will's opinion, and we figured this would be a great rant for you if you want to talk about it. So give us the lowdown on the Will and Jada.
You know what? Great minds think alike. Because I was going to talk about that damn Trump and that crazy ass Kanye West, but that ain't. What the fuck is entanglement? What the hell is entanglement? Jada Pinkett Smith took shit to a whole nother fucking level. You know that? She's gonna say it now. I'm gonna tell you something. Because if my girl used the word entanglement, I'm gonna say, bitch, you cheating. That's what you're doing. How in the hell is she gonna? I mean, she just stopped. She stopped the whole world with some bullshit. We got other things to damn worry about. But this bitch gonna say entanglement. I was lost, bro. I know the whole world was lost. We took a minute. You had to take a minute and say, what the hell? But you know what? That I'm not mad at Will. I'm not mad at Jada. And I'm not even mad at the little sucker who steal the beans. You know who I'm mad at? My damn son for bringing the damn man over to the house.
Dude, he was a kid.
That was the problem right there.
Yo, he was a kid though. He bringing the kid over to the house. It's his homeboy. It's his homeboy. You bring it.
Damn kid. After 18, you ain't no kid no damn more. How the hell he gonna be a damn kid? He brought the damn boy over to his house to screw his mom.
D.
He was a fan of him.
Hold on, D. Hold on, D. You ain't never been in an entanglement?
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what the word means, man. So how the hell am I get in an entanglement? Now you saying have I ever been in a fucking relationship? Yeah. I'm in a relationship right now. But what the hell is entanglement, man? Come on now. Shit, words we ain't never heard before. This bitch just gonna throw them out there. What kind of shit is that? She had me fucking lost, man. I had to take a minute, and I looked at my lady. I said, "What the hell is entanglement?"
But
I said, "Don't you ever?" I told my lady, "Don't you ever use that word on me." Hell no, bro. Come on now.
Yo,
you in an entanglement?
Well, what about Will though? Vlad, I mean, you can't let him off the hook,
Will ain't do shit. What? Will ain't did nothing. Will ain't did nothing that nobody else ain't done. Anybody want to speak on that? I see it like crickets over there on y'all little podcast. Anybody want to speak on that?
No. This ain't about us. This is about Will and Jada. Keep it where it is.
Hold on, Will ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Will didn't say nothing to nobody. He didn't come on no damn TV and say nothing. It ain't Will. Dude. It's the little sucker dude and Jada. He's the little sucker dude just want to do a damn interview and steal the damn
but Will was jumping out of planes and shit and running around and running marathons and going to the highest points of the earth So while he was doing that, his wife was getting touched. And that's not his fault.
No, that ain't his fault. Damn, that ain't his fault. Everybody know that they had the damn open relationship. That ain't even a problem. Neither one of them are mad about that shit, man. What they're mad about is the little boy spilling the beans, man, to the whole public. Not everybody know Will and Jada were freaky. Everybody know they've been doing freaky shit ever since they've been around. That ain't even a problem. The problem is the little dude brought the dude over to screw his mother. You know, that little weird child he got, that little weird and all that shit. That you know, he ain't even mad. Hold on, let me ask any one of you guys right now. You bring your friend over to your house, you screw your mother. Y'all still friends?
Oh, we hot.
Yeah, we fight. We fight the moment I see you, nigga.
I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. That's just, no, we're not good anymore.
So who's the problem then? So who is the problem then?
He got mental problems. He needed help. He had a broken wing, and they fixed the little bird, and they were trying to help him get out of the nest again and fly.
Whatever they were trying to fucking do. He brought little weirdo ass son, brought that dude over. And you know that dude had eyes for your mommy. He looking at your mom all kind of funny, and you go to bed. I ain't gonna never go to bed and go to sleep, and my son still up. My friend still talking to my mom. Man, hell no. That little weirdo ass dude do that little weird stuff. And then you know what? You're right. Will is the problem because you let that boy be weird as hell.
Dude. August said he had Will's blessing.
I bet like I said, everybody know Jaden and Will been doing this for a very, very long time. So this is nothing strange. It's just the fact the boy went and spilled the damn beans. He's supposed to be kept his mouth shut, but he fell all in love. It's just somebody, hey. So, you know, when you're young and you just tap the little old lady, you know you don't supposed to say nothing about it. You just keep it between your boys when you're all drinking. But you don't go all on a goddamn motherfucking interview, you know, crying like a little old ass baby. That lady 50 years older than you, man. What the fuck you worried about that for?
But he had some fire music that came out. His music was fire.
Okay, so we promote now then. Promote the music, don't promote the woman, man. The boy is wrong.
She liked it.
The boy is wrong, and then Jaden is wrong for saying some fucked up shit. Entanglement had every man in the world like stuck. Every dude on the planet was like, what was that? And you looked at your lady, and every last one of you guys looked at your lady and said, you better not ever tell me that shit. Don't tell me that. You don't want...
Hey, the realest moment on that shit is when Will said, I was done with your ass.
No. The illest moment on that. The illest moment on that is when he said,
but you know what, man?
I'm gonna get you back.
Will and Jaden, everybody knows they're gonna survive this year. They've been through a whole lot. They survived all the other times. He done went gallivanting all over the goddamn place. And she done the same thing. Come on, man. They done together, swinging all over the goddamn place. So like I said, bro, it ain't Jada's fault. Well, yeah, it is because I don't know, she's weird. Hey, what's up with that goddamn little plastic ass face? She ain't even fine no more. The bitch used to be fine as hell, man. But now she's uglier than a motherfucker, man, with all that damn facelift shit. She don't even look like herself.
Whoa.
I was like, is that Jada?
No. I think we're going over the line now. Jada,
we're going over the line now.
Jada's still fine. Still. We're a little over the line. There.
Hey, man, get your glass.
Her mom is beautiful.
Hey there, D. Curb your enthusiasm. All right, D, we let you go over your minute, man. So we think we gonna pull this off. We gonna just call you in. We want to throw the challenge flag on some shit.
All right, man. Just call me, brother, because like I said, we're a little weird ass son, man. Did that weird shit. You guys have a good night, man. Don't be doing no weird shit.
All right. Love you, D.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
All right, late.
DP rant of the week.
He's funny, man.
Yo.
What happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August.
God
That
damn,
is
dude.
bonkers.
Oh, this we could literally do a whole show on just this.
Man, I know. I'm trying to let's just try to rein it in a little bit.
What's going on? It's your boy Sandman of the Gauntlet Battle, and I want to personally invite you to participate in the upcoming battle on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. The Gauntlet Battle is an awesome platform that allows producers to be able to showcase their work, vibe out with other producers, and also be critiqued by industry professionals. I can show you better than I can tell you. Here's some footage from some of our past battles.
A professional buttoned-up producer.
Vicious. It was very well produced.
It was hard. Every single one was hard.
If you'd like to participate, please send 10 beats to the gauntletbeatbattle@gmail.com.
All right, man. So, okay, we're gonna move on. Thank you, D. Jesus Christ. So Gavin is closing all the kicking spots again. Y'all thoughts on that?
No more shows. Shit, I was doing some shows here and there. Once that happened, it fucked up everything. I'm back inside the house again, gaining more weight. For real, I didn't barbecue so much food. Shout out to Ray Misha. That's my girl. She put me on to watching Barbecue Pit Masters. From the moment I watched that, I've been barbecuing in my backyard for like the last 2-3 weeks. I've made everything, and I'm telling you, I can throw down too. I'm gonna bring y'all some stuff. Next time I buy some stuff and make it, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Yo, I'm keeping Grubhub in business right now, bro. Like, I should have bought stock in that. I'm like, dude, they should give me free meals. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, it's
wasn't they doing that for a minute for the Black Lives and all that stuff? Black Lives Matter.
I ain't know nothing about that.
It must be one of them businesses. They doing like a free charge for like
walk up in there to Black Power Fist and like, hey, let's get it cracking.
Send a picture of you. I'm black.
Like this, you already know what it is.
Man.
Let me get that about it.
Yeah, I feel it, man, because we was actually planning to do some stuff and halted some moves that we was gonna make, man. And this COVID shit is just it's not letting up. But the one thing about this COVID shit that's really kind of brightening my day about it is the mask rage that's going on, dude.
You can't tell me to wear a mask.
Nuts.
I'm an American. I can wear a mask if I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, I can catch you, make me to COVID. It's my choice to catch COVID. My choice to catch COVID.
That's what it seems like.
Terrible.
Man.
And how people say they can't breathe. We talk about how we can't breathe when cops is choking us out with this. People put on the mask, well, I can't breathe now. But then they don't want to believe us.
Appropriate words and completely downplay what it is we were trying to talk about. That's what
exactly. That shit corny as fuck.
Yeah.
I know, but they just take it to a new level, man. It's just like you think that shit is gonna calm down, and it doesn't, because they just out here and making a goddamn fool of themselves. Yeah. Between the mask rage and between the Karens calling the police on everything you're doing. It's like I'm numb to it.
Did you see the joint with a lady called the cops on a dude sitting in his own house because he parked across the street? He parked across the street, and she called the cops on him because she didn't think that was his house.
Well, she going to jail too. She gonna get arrested. I'm telling you, this shit gotta happen.
I hope that Karen Act goes into effect. It's supposed to be that Karen Act that's popping off in Cali. Is it Cali?
A lot of Karen acts ain't gonna happen because a lot of people smacking Karens off rip. That's what I've seen a lot of videos now.
It's Karen with a C. The Karen Act is with a C. Not Karen.
They need to change that to a K. They need to change that to a K.
Oh, but where's the act supposed to be happening at? Like across the country, or is it a specific state?
No, this is just. I think it's specific. It's a specific state. I don't think it's countrywide, because these people are nuts, dude. I see somebody getting called. The police getting called on somebody every single day about shit. There was a kid that was playing the piano out at, you know, I think it was Vegas on the street playing the piano, and she just, oh, you can't do that. What are you talking about? Have you been to
like
Vegas?
everybody else in Vegas? They call that busking. When you play an instrument, it's called busking. So he's busking like everybody else, and they call the cops on him.
Dude,
just because he was calling. I'm telling you, man. But you know that shit ain't gonna last for long. They're gonna have some problems with that. Karen, a lot of Karens gonna get their ass whooped, or they're gonna go to jail or lose their jobs. That's what's gonna happen. You get one of the three, bitch. Which one you want? You want to go to jail? You want to lose your job, or you just want to get your ass whooped? Like you're gonna get one of the three each time now. People ain't playing.
I saw another one. This lady, I saw another one. This lady on Twitter went after somebody. It was N-word this, N-word that, N-word nigga this. Like, bro, it was extra, man. And it seems like it's getting worse, man. And that's what's sad. It feels like it's getting worse. Like cats are real brave and super bold right about now, man.
I think they're seeing what's happening and how the tide is turning, and then you know they're trying to be like, okay, well we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna be the one to stop it. Now another thing that's been happening. Now we saw the violence erupt in Atlanta, and that was the perfect storm for people to be like, see, black people kill black people, see. And try to poke holes in Black Lives Matter, which doesn't, it's not the same shit. It's not relatable. You cannot make that transition between Black Lives Matter and when violence erupts, because when white people kill white people, we don't say that.
It's called crime.
It's just crime. It's crime.
Yep.
But I did see a post today that this girl who was a super conservative was talking to these other. It was a white girl talking to two other white girls, and she was basically the super conservative girl was talking to two girls that are left leaning, and she was basically the girls asked her straight up, like, "Can you say Black Lives Matter?" She's like, "I refuse to say it because that organization is completely ruin the meaning of what it means. So I refuse to say it out of my mouth." And she's like, and I'm thinking in my head, do you care about black people? You know what I'm saying? Do our lives have value? And the thing is, I was like, she picked the right one to argue with, because there was two young white girls who have sense but don't have enough wherewithal to fight and don't have enough facts to fight. So she made them look bad on Facebook. But she picked the right one. Because if anybody with some sense, she'd have had to go sit down somewhere and tuck her tail in and walk off.
I had the same problem talking to somebody online about that. And my response is this. Where's the funding going? Who's funding? Okay, I understand that you guys are trying to figure out the funding of who's funding Black Lives Matter or whatever.
Right.
The term Black Lives Matter means what I need it to mean for me and my family. Yeah. George Soros and whoever it is they say that's pulling strings behind it, doesn't matter. The term Black Lives Matter means something to me. It's like religion. It's like Jesus has different terms and meanings for different people with different religions. Just because we say Black Lives Matter does not mean I'm funneling money into Black Lives Matter, because I'm not. I find and choose my money. I choose to use my money in places that I know where it's going, for one, and direct causes that I can directly affect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people have a problem with that.
At the end of the day, just because there's an organization with the same name, which in spirit and in the spirit of why it was founded, I support it, because at the end of the day, the phrase is why the organization was founded. And the phrase literally means stop killing us, our lives have value. That's what Black Lives Matter means.
And
so
it goes deeper than that.
Exactly. So whatever other rhetoric you want to put on it, at the core, it means our lives have value. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because our lives have not been of value for 400 plus years. Mm-hmm. It was not been of value. We can't hold anything. We've been looked at as 3/5. we're not supposed to own land. We're not supposed to have money. We're not supposed to have finances. We're not supposed to have jobs.
Yeah.
We're looked at as second class, as lower, as beneath. And really, other races probably don't go through that to the extent that we go through it.
But I just think it's so funny that, like, of course, we have every right to be indignant, but these cats is indignant about a mask. Like,
right?
Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll yell at people, curse people out in front of a store because you're violating my right. You know, like, what?
Dude, they was talking about. I saw a meme that was so funny. They was talking about how like Republicans be talking about abortion and all that stuff, and then they're against abortion, but they hollering for masks. My body, my choice. Huh? What?
Can't do that.
It works my narrative because of my narrative. It works right now for me. That's why. So.
That's how they feel too. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Dude, they say that they're disenfranchised, and you know they're
If you ain't a minority, and this is gonna sound really bad, but if you ain't a minority, you cannot use the word disenfranchised. You are not.
Hey, yo, they said America's the home of the free, and they trying to make it great again, but when was that shit ever great?
It's only a problem when it's a problem. See me out acting in public, you gotta call them. Say you feel threatened, my people, they just record them on that South Park shooter shit. He coming right for us. Hunting on the mountains on trees for they decor. Action gaining traction, they eager to settle scores. Do me a favor, take a black and white picture, match one from the 60s and tell me you see the difference. You can't. So how is this America great? When they lie about our freedom, staring straight in our face. I'm afraid we ain't a race that only run uphill. Teaching my kids about police is like a whole life skill. Spend my whole life still believing change was coming. A revolving door, nigga getting sprayed for nothing. Pepper balls, rubber bullets while protesting demands. Half the riots and the looting was incited by plans. Couldn't kneel on the field, but they kneel on our neck. They kill it, protect and fake the feeling regret. No more waiting for next, we fighting still in respect. Life is lower that percentage, what the fuck you expect? Grin and bear and accept, turn the cheek as they hurt me. Blame me for the crime, turn around and sign my attorney. I ain't seen their appear when they assign me a jury. The gavel drops and my mama not gon' see me for 20. Ain't it funny how the president trolls and just shows he don't give a fuck about you and yours. Buying black allies to use they support to leverage propaganda, constituents use force. We yelling for change, still horse they tone deaf. Window dressing for the press, promoting they false steps. Get that company line and post a sign. Donate a little bread, never get it over time. America, the longest running episodic show. Black lives didn't matter till the world said so. Devils advocating every time there's an incident. Jussie, they fucking that up. See the coincidence? We ain't crying wolf out here for others listening. We just crying, I can't breathe while laying listless. Close to 9 minutes, it's again and again. If there's no love for us, how can we be friends? Liberty for some, we was never part of the plan. Only protect and serve when they serving the clan. Boogaloo and Proud Boys out here hunting for blacks. Pushing hands on the clock, think they turning it back. Nooses and swastikas and other overt symbols intimidate us out our rights, trying to climb in our middle. Breathing while black has been a known death wish. How you yelling go back when we built this shit? Raised y'all kids and bumped y'all crops and fought y'all wars. Gave y'all style, gave y'all trends, but they want more. Love the benefit of black, but hate the origin. We getting rich, they prosecute and make us poor again.
Dear America, if you want to work on actionable items, giving us the black national anthem before games and taking ancient mama off the syrup bottle and taking the black crayon out the Crayola box and painting the streets of Black Lives Matter, that ain't it. Give us reparations. Stop taking black fathers from their families and putting them in the prison system. Fix the voter registration act. Fix our educational system. Do things that are actionable that's going to help our community. Not this old weak shit that you're doing, man.
There's a lot of words different minorities stop using. Like if you realize, they say because black people say nigga to each other, it should be good, but black people don't even say nigga that much compared to like a Mexican person. If you ever been like around Mexican people, they will say. I've heard like my Mexican partners say nigga so damn much, and I'm like, bro, I don't even say it that much. So it's crazy to like have people think we're the problem when we do this. I don't do a damn thing. I barely use the word, but when I do, I do. But we not our race ain't even the one that uses the nigga word that much. Another thing,
they use it because they use it because they take liberty. They take liberties with that shit because they think, oh, I'm free to use it because I go through shit.
Yeah,
dude, nigga is not a rite of passage because because your race goes through things. That's not the Visa card for everything. It's not. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I don't get it. And then I seen recently a white lady post. I don't know her, but it was like somebody reposted it from Twitter. A white lady posted that Karen, the K word for Karen, is more racist and more harsher than the N word for black people. And I thought that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. She was like so serious about the fact that Karen really hurts people. It sounds so mean. It sounds so hurtful, and it's so worse than the N. I was like,
because the root of Karen is it's the whitest sounding white girl name. The root of nigga means you're ignorant and you're 3/5 of a man and you're not worth nothing. So yeah, they're the same. Yep, you're right. You're right. Karen.
I could not believe it. I was like, and her name ain't Karen. Her name like Cindy or something like that. I'm like, bitch, you gonna get this Karen work all day. This game, you gonna be Karen all day.
But I look at it like this though, as far as other people using nigga, like Fat Joe, Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican cats. Pick a Mexican. Pick a like a famous Mexican cat. Like I actually do subscribe to the fact that like if I hear nigga from a Mexican, I hear nigga from a Puerto Rican, I hear nigga from like somebody like that, then I'm less prone to than I am if I hear it from somebody
a white person. Yeah, somebody else, a white person or Asian, I'd be like, yo, watch your mouth. I ain't gonna lie, it'd be automatic. True.
So
I mean, that's up to us to be able to kind of train that behavior though, because I think we go in situations, man, and cats will continue to do that if we allow them to do that. And you know, the neighborhood pass has a lot to do with that too. Is cats grew up with black people and they get them a pass in their neighborhood, and then they go out and they think it's sweet to be able to go out in these groups with people that they just meet, and then they ingratiating themselves to us by saying nigga, and it's not, because you're gonna get your motherfucking ass knocked out if you keep doing that.
Exactly.
Stop doing it. It's not cool. It's not. It don't make you any cooler. It don't make you any. It don't make you any more in than not.
Yeah.
Get by on your personality. Stop trying to find ways to make yourself cool.
Like you're saying that like cats is like trying extra hard, but I know cats are literally that's just a part of how they are. You know what I'm saying? And they some Mexican dudes, and that's just what it is.
But let me give you.
They're not trying. They're not trying to be cool. They're not trying to be like whatever. Like literally, that's how they grew up.
Let me give you a perfect example. Let me give you a perfect example, and you are the perfect example for that, because you act a certain way when you go to church.
Yes.
You act a certain way when you're around your family, your wife's family.
But I definitely say I definitely say nigga around all these people.
Oh no, you don't. Not around church. Not at church. Not at church.
Not inside.
Not at church. Not in church. Not in church.
Depends on. Well, I go to a predominantly white church, so of course not.
Okay.
Like, of course not at church.
Okay,
but
so
if I'm talking to somebody black, I might be like, "Hey, man."
So you say nigga on job. You say nigga on job interviews. No,
that's okay. So
that's my point though. If you're able to,
but you're going to use proper English at a job interview too.
No, that's not my point that I'm trying to make. My point that I'm trying to make is that you tailor your behavior based on social situations, and you cannot say nigga and understand that you can't say that in these situations. If you can't learn, we're talking about like
you say social situations. 9 times out of 10, somebody who's coming around me and probably using that term, we're not in a professional situation. If we're at work, then yeah, okay, yeah.
It don't matter if you can modify your behavior at those times. You can modify your behavior with that and not do that shit. That's all I'm saying. You should be able to pull up. Because I know if I don't have to.
To me, that's the same. To me, that's the same excuse to say that we should never ever use slang.
Nah, that's not slang.
That's the same argument to me.
It's not. Because now you saying nigga is just like saying yo. It's not the same thing, bro.
I think, but sure. If that's the case, then nobody see. And now you making me sound like somebody who's narrow-minded. But if that's the case, then nobody black should say it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what they feel. That's how they feel. They say that.
And my thing is, it's a part of my vernacular because it is a part of my vernacular. I don't overuse the word, but it is a part of my vernacular. It's just like any other slang word that I use. But guess what? I'm privileged enough to be able to use it. I can do it. You can't do it, sure.
Right, but exactly. And that's my point. So if you already know going into it, dude,
but I don't look at them. I don't look at them.
Don't use it. If you in situations where you're around people that are of the LGBT community, you don't say faggot around them.
Okay.
Because you know what time it is. That's not what you. That's not how you handle.
But you know they say it to each other, though, right?
You are making my point for me. You're making my point. Cool. Literally making my point.
Cool, but there's nobody like this. Puerto Ricans and Mexicans have been considered allies to us, which is why we've allowed them to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no situation in the LGBTQA that is like you're an ally enough to we're okay with you saying gay or fag or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't exist. We have it, and it's already been established for us. If that's the case, don't ever listen to a Big Pun record. Don't ever listen to a Fat Joe record. Don't ever listen to
you're not going to be able to stop people from doing that. And I'm not trying to stop people from doing that. All I'm trying to say is when you put yourself in situations, you should be able to tighten up. You should be able to tighten up. You out on the block. I got homeboys that I grew up with. In Oakland, California, on the block that was white and that said "nigga." I've heard it.
So then you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not contradicting myself, because if they in situations there and they got to pass there, they say it there. But when they get out of that situation, they don't use it.
I guess that's true.
That's my point. They can turn. If you adjust to whatever situation makes it adjustable, and
so,
they adjust.
Is your argument just like you don't know this person? You don't know this person, and the first thing that you hear them saying to you is this, and they're like Hispanic,
bro. Out the gate. When I just meet you,
saying if you met you, if you knew, I never met you. Don't use that word like as if I know you or we grew up together or something like that, more or less, because I met a white dude that was like from Detroit, and he said in Detroit when he was with his boys, he was saying nigga and all this and that. And he was letting me know down here, he's like, I ain't gonna say that around y'all because I don't know how y'all react. I was like, yeah, because I probably beat your ass. I don't know you. You not my people's. I never grew up with you.
Hey, so I just had to understand exactly if that's where he's coming from. Cool. I thought you meant period dot.
No.
That's why I was making the argument that I was making.
I'm just saying. You got to know how to maneuver and adjust in certain situations when you I mean, you can't just roll up out of nowhere and just think that that's going to be sweet for you to do, because you don't know who in that crowd got a problem with that.
I can dig that. I thought you was talking about in general period dot Hispanic cast should not use the word.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, dude, you got to have enough respect in those situations to not do that around people in certain situations, because you don't know who's who.
I can dig it.
So I mean, that's
because to me the only equivalent to that we could really make a fair apples to apples comparison is the B word for girls,
right?
Yeah, because that's
the girl. Girls. If that's their girl, it's big. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's just meeting somebody, you just be like, you're gonna be like, slow up. You know what I'm saying? So I can dig it. I can dig what you're saying.
My wife, they kicking with her girls. They say bitch and stuff, and it's like, I'm like, all right, well, I couldn't just be like, I know, bitch, and then like.
But I mean, if it was another
end of life.
I mean, if it was another female, if there was another female that they was just meeting, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I thought we was doing that.
I thought you, hey,
sorry,
man, you be in the hospital after that, man.
Sorry, honey.
But it's more apples to apples if it was some other female that they just met for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I can see that them being like, you don't know me like that.
You're right. You know we ain't even cool, so don't.
Yeah, that's like nicknames.
And that's pretty much all. That's pretty much all I was saying. I mean, you know.
So you got to break it down so I can use my mental mind and get to the root. You know what I'm saying? Get to the root.
That's how we running. Oh, okay. Speaking of running.
Your
boy, Kanye, and I've gone on record to say that I think he's a musical genius, but he is a fucking loon. And he announced he was running for president 2 weeks, dropped out the race today.
Which I'm glad about it. And I'm going to tell you why.
Wake up, Mr. West.
I'm glad about it because if it would have been, he didn't really have a shot to really even make an impact, but he could have been written in on a lot of different things. And it was certain key states that he could not be on the ballot, but there was other states that he still had opportunity to be on the ballot. And every vote for him would have been basically a vote to keep Trump in office.
Yes,
pretty much.
Because he would have split the black vote.
Absolutely.
Because
that.
And I'm a Cowboy through and through, and I was very disappointed with Des Bryant saying, I'm gonna vote for Kanye. Whether or not you joking or not, your platform doesn't behoove you to say that out loud because somebody's gonna listen to you and be like, you know what? Yeah, well, Des thinks it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid.
I mean, I don't necessarily care for Biden too much, but there's enough there for him to garner my vote because of the simple fact of there is no way that he could possibly be worse than what Trump is doing.
Yes, there is. There's every single way. There is every single way in the world.
No. I can say based on his incompetence in areas, but for him to do the things on purpose that Trump does, and I sit there and watch him today speak. I watched him. Okay. He knows. They play this game like that man don't know what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows how to talk in code.
Yeah.
He knows how to be able to speak to his constituents without saying direct shit.
Yeah.
He knows what's up. He's not stupid, man. He said he does stupid shit, but he's not a stupid man. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He got the psychology.
But he did and said some stupid shit though. That one, like recently, I seen they posted on Shade Room that he said that Obama and Biden stopped testing for coronavirus when Obama was in office. How the fuck can a nigga test for something when there was nothing going on until 2019?
He says that to speak to his constituents, bro. It's not even to us.
He just hates
I'm gonna do this right quick. I'm gonna do this right quick. There's only so much I can say based off my current station in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do this right quick. Y'all got it. Go ahead. I can't say it so much right about now.
Sorry, bro. I don't mean to put you in the cross, but
telling you, that's crazy. That's madness.
He has an understanding, and he has a psychotic brilliance to be able to twist words and twist things to make people believe certain shit. The right people for him to believe. So when you can do that, you know what you're doing, and that makes you so much more dangerous. When you're a gaslighter, it makes you so much more dangerous because you can just twist people and just make them believe that, oh, dude, you whooped my ass, but I'm the problem in the relationship. You make me believe that.
I guess you're right.
I fucked up,
man. I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'm a vote for Biden because I mean that's all we got is either him or Biden, either Trump or Biden. So I mean I'm gonna vote for Biden. I just hope Biden ain't doing like a magic trick with one hand and then with the other hand he about to just destroy the shit out of us. You feel me? Because he's saying a lot of good shit. A lot of niggas can say a lot of good shit. Like it's like back in the day in high school when you used to be going for president. Your ass gonna say I'm gonna get the soda machines fixed. I'm gonna get you every fucking chip bag you want in the fucking world. I'm gonna make sure these teachers don't suspend your ass. Then once you get in there, nigga, you still getting suspended. Ain't no new chips. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't want to be sitting here voting for you and then down the road you ain't doing shit for us, putting us more in jail, killing more of us, supporting the bullshit that's out there.
I'm gonna say this about Biden, man. I love Uncle Joe too. But Uncle Joe is making it real hard to keep loving him because I seen a video of him smelling a little girl's hair, and I can't defend that. Why you do that, Uncle Joe? Like it was clip after clip after clip after clip.
I'm not defending that.
Smelling little girls' hair.
I don't even know what to say to
I'm
that.
not defending that.
And like
I'm not defending that.
caressing their hair. And
I'm not
like,
defending that.
Uncle Joe. And here's the thing. I really don't think that Uncle Joe's a pedophile. I really don't. I think he's a weird old man.
He's a weird man. He is.
But I don't think he's a pedophile.
It don't excuse behavior.
Explain it away.
It don't excuse behavior. It don't excuse the behavior you flying to another country and fucking on little girls too. Trump, thank you. With Epstein,
hey, you know that lady.
Allegedly,
I ain't gonna think nobody.
Wait. This is what the podcast that is allegedly.
Give a fuck about it being a legend. I allege that shit happened.
I allegedly believe that lady that's gonna tell everything is gonna disappear out of nowhere. I feel like that's
she got COVID. She out of here. Good night.
Yeah, they gonna make her disappear because she got a lot of stuff on Trump and a lot of other people out here. I mean, there were even some black athletes or black people that was hanging with this man. So I mean, it looks bad all around.
I was having a discussion with one of my friends, and he was telling me about how deep the Clintons are rooted in all of this shit and how powerful the Clintons are. It's almost to the point where, dude, this is why.
Yeah. Because if they was that powerful, she would have got the election. I don't believe it.
Nah, I believe it. I believe it.
If they were really that powerful,
in the underworld, but who's to say that she wasn't placed in that position to be able to allow for Trump to be able to be where he is? Who's to say that she wasn't put in that position? I mean, because they all dirty as fucking get down. They all dirty as fucking get down.
They were cool at one point. They had to be cool sometimes. So I mean,
they all dirty as fucking get down.
I think that's a deep cut, a deep conspiracy. I mean, that's deep conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all that.
I know, man. But
you can't like you gonna drag me to this day. He has never stopped dragging her.
He's never stopped dragging Obama either.
That's okay. Exactly my point. So you telling me like secretly we friends? Nah, that's not.
He don't have to be friends with her.
But why would she strategically put herself in a position to put him in office?
He don't have to be friends with her. He can hate her.
Hey,
he can hate her and still be
one hand with
the Clintons.
Yeah, he matched one hand, whipping that ass the other. He could be cool with Bill.
That math don't add up to me. It don't. That math don't add up to me at all. You still drag me to this day.
I know that Bill and Hillary didn't have no fucking Will and Jada situation. I know they didn't have that.
Well, Bill had his own entanglement.
So tell me different.
It happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August.
That boy
I got an entangled with Monica. Man, yeah, this shit is nuts, man. I just, only thing I could do is tell people to vote on the, vote November, man. Get your ass out there. And
okay,
vote.
I'm gonna say this: do not wait until November. You need to vote in your local elections first.
Yes,
because that is what's going to affect your community.
When does California come up?
You got COVID. Get your mail-in ballots. Get your mail-in ballots and mail-in bitches in, man.
Vote in your local election.
They say even the mail-in ballots is getting fucked with though too. So that's why they say it's better to be in person. But they say the mail-in ballots be getting fucked with.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But
when does our vote come? When do we vote in California? Because I ain't heard about that.
I'm a Virginia resident. I'm from Virginia. My current station in life as a military member. I always have to do mail-in. Always have to do mail-in. So I don't even know about. And that's what look that up. As much as I want to get involved, as much as I'm preaching it, I can't even get involved in local stuff that's happening here because I'm not a registered California voter. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks because I would love to be knocking down the doors and be like, hey, because they're going to be like, were you registered to vote? And they're going to be like, all right, then bye.
Still can do shit. And it's just like, in the future, I wouldn't mind doing something like running for like city council or something. I think that it's so important to be able to do these things, man, and help community and shit.
I just want to run for alderman because it sounds funny. I'm an alderman. You're what? I feel like you just cussed at me.
running for treasurer. I'll be running for Yuba City and holding all $6 that it has.
Right. Well,
that's fucked up. No, I'm just playing. You said he love you. I'm just playing. Marysville.
The Twins.
I know the 6-9 in Oakland, but we got a Ville out here too. The Ville.
I know they not. I know they lying.
First of all, don't ever say that again.
Hey, my town folks about to just off me right now. I'm about to be disowned. I ain't be able to come home no more from saying that.
Here come all the Karens right now. They on the way.
Marysville is a historic city, sir, and I refuse to sit here and just hear you slander its name.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
That's what the camera.
You know what? Hey, we did the march. We did the march out here. We did the march out here, and that was live, man. That was live. That was a big moment. That was a big moment.
But I ain't gonna talk about the march.
Shout out to the village too. Shout out to the village. The village out here that organized the Black Lives Matter march. Shout out to the village, man.
Oh, quick commercial. Since we make sure you're looking at this ticker right here, man. So we got some stuff going down. Quick commercial, man.
Oh. So we have the Gauntlet that's going to be on Thursday. The Gauntlet Beat Battle that's live on Facebook. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Please make sure you catch it. I will be hosting that event. We will be having some. It is a special edition version of the Gauntlet Beat Battle where we have some grudges that we got to settle. We'll be having Head Up. I know you don't, man, I know these gentlemen, but I'm telling you, if you get on the Facebook Live and you go to the Gauntlet Beat Battle Facebook page, you will see one of the most competitive beat battles that you have ever seen. You got Lens Prod.
Facebook.com/The Gauntlet Beat Battle. Facebook.com/The Gauntlet Beat Battle.
Lens Prod going head up with Poe Mac.
Oof.
We have Vandal going head up with Styles Friend, and the winner goes up against yours truly, Sandman, who has been so fucking honorary over the course of the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm not honorary. I'm motivated.
You've been honorary. I was honorary the other day. I'm always honorary.
Okay, let me tell that story real quick. Let me tell that story real quick. So I come over to this man's house to watch the fight, right? Bruh.
Tell him to fight. Tell him to fight.
So it was the Usman and
when it just happened.
Fight, right? And like I get over there, we chilling, you know what I'm saying? And he just popping a little bit, like throwing little darts. And I'm like, bro, you good? You know what I'm saying? Throwing more darts. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you straight? And he hadn't eaten. So he got hangry, right? It was a little honored. And I looked him dead in his face in front of his wife. I said, you honored today. And she said, thank you. All day.
Dude, I was talking so much shit, dude. I was angry black man. Dude, I was talking about the Brazilian fighters and shit. Like I was really like, and I was like, you know, I don't have nothing against Brazilian fighters, but that fucking day, dude, I was like, you know what? I'm goddamn Brazilian fighters. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get my ass beat. All them Brazilian fighters, even the little kids in the starter class will beat my fucking ass, and I understand that they will beat my fucking ass. Any Brazilian fighters, the Brazilian babies that are in the womb will whoop my ass right now. So I'm not. So I don't have a problem. God bless Brazil.
After you've eaten, you don't have a problem.
I have to have a problem. But I was dude, I was on them heavy. I was on them. You see this? I was like, oh God.
I'm looking at him like this. You good, bro?
What's wrong with them? Like, you don't understand, man. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't fight now. A lot of dudes, they want beef with me. I'm like, yo, bro, let's talk this out. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got my own problems. I don't need to fight. Because a lot of niggas know a lot of shit that I don't know. So if you put me in a hold, trust me, I'm tapping. Ain't no like fighting it off, nigga. You got me. That's a good fight. That was a good fight.
UFC people that fight mixed martial arts, you can't tell because they can be scrawny little kids.
No, that's not true. You can't tell.
Look at the ears. Fucking ass.
No,
some don't have the ears though. Some don't have them ears.
Some cats are just training. They training. And they are hardcore. They'll fuck you up, and you gotta.
It ain't gotta be full blown like crazy cauliflower, but it's got a little thickness on it.
Yeah. Better run away.
Don't.
I can tell by the stance they get in. If they start getting the stance and they start throwing punches with the noise behind it with the, I know you can. I didn't even got that in my repertoire. Mine is just ha ha. You know what I'm saying? I'm still with the karate shit, the hi-ya and all that, bro.
The crazy thing is, I've always wanted to go get in shape, get nice, like train, extensively train, and like get in the ring one time. I've always wanted to do that. I'm too old.
To try it.
I'm way too old now.
Nah, Grubhub stops all that for me.
That's why you gotta do like a charity event. The charity events, you could do that shit, but you can get like a regular person. You ain't gotta get in there with no real fighter or none of that shit.
You will get mopped.
I always wanted to just
playing in a charity event. You get your ass mopped out here.
Look,
Mike, you'll be on the internet and you'll never be able to live it down. No, thank you.
Mike finna kill fools in the exhibition. Like,
I'm telling you.
I saw the video of Mike Tyson training where he looked like
who he fighting though. Let's be real. Mike Tyson, who he fight. That fight ain't gonna be good. That fight not gonna be good.
Evander training, and God bless Evander because hey man, I give you your accolades and your praise. But right now, Evander looking real geriatric. He like this is Mike's video. Evander
first three. If he get past the first,
he might be faking though. He might just be doing that just to make him think he ain't got it.
If he get past the first 3 rounds, Mike got a problem. I'm just saying it'd be a problem for him because I'm telling you, I think Mike gas after 3 rounds, man. I think Mike gas.
No.
Yeah.
What if Mike Tyson? Okay, say this because
power and speed, it ain't gonna go to 3 rounds.
Can he fight Wilder right now?
That's what I was thinking. That's the only person I think he can fight because he's not a boxer.
Well, Deontay got too much power though.
Hey, Deontay is refining himself, and it's becoming
because he's
becoming quite the boxer. He's becoming quite the boxer. I've seen him being able to throw a straight punch and throw a jab. I've seen that. It's just Tyson Fury made him look like a fucking doof. But
it takes more than a straight punch and a jab and a hook. I'm telling you, because
he's going to get that. He's working toward that. He's getting better. I think he's getting better and better every fight. I think he's getting better.
Because I haven't seen anything that showed that he
look at the shit when he first started, when he was sitting there hitting people with the palm of his fucking hand, and then now he's throwing a straight punch. That is progression.
That's one of the biggest fans, period. But if he get on there back in that ring and don't learn how to box before fighting Tyson Fury again, he is going to get crushed.
You heard what Floyd Mayweather Sr. said.
He needs that. He needs to learn how to box, but I think he's learning that as he goes along. He's still young though, so it's like he's learning as he goes along. And
that's what you understand. He already lost to him. He already lost to him and lost his belt. If he goes back in there and loses again, he's done.
He has to be ready for that fight.
He has to rebuild all over again. But I don't know. Floyd Mayweather Sr. said like, yo, I watched him fight. He said Deontay Wilder is never going to be a good boxer because he don't know how to box. He said a lot of these niggas already know how to box. So for him to come into it and think he's going to be able to learn that shit right off the bat or it's going to take him a few years, he late in the game. He already said he hella late in the game to even try to learn that shit. But I mean, he beats a lot of people with his simple shit. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to beat a nigga like Fury or you want to beat a nigga like Anthony Joshua, maybe. I don't even know Anthony Joshua even got it like that. No, you really got to learn how to box.
I don't think he can beat Anthony Joshua.
You don't think so?
Anthony Joshua got too many tools in the.
But didn't he beat Ruiz? Didn't Wilder beat Ruiz?
You talking about 2 different animals. He beat Ruiz the second time, but you still talking about 2 different animals.
No, he's not Anthony Joshua. I'm talking Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder and Ruiz ever fought. I don't think they ever fought.
Never fought Ruiz.
I think they.
No, he's never fought.
It might have been another fat Mexican dude. I think there was another Mexican dude he fought. I remember that. He fought another Mexican dude. I remember.
Ruiz. I can promise you that.
Yeah, it wasn't Ruiz. So I don't know.
We'll verify right now on Google.
Okay. But I do want to see Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder get at it. If Mike Tyson can handle this fight with, what's her name? With Evander Holyfield, I think Wilder would be the best competition for him. Or one of these niggas that's trying to come up in the ranks. Other than that, there ain't nobody else. I wouldn't put him with a Fury. I wouldn't put him with a, I don't know, maybe a Fury though. Maybe he would fuck a Fury up.
At this point, I don't really want to put him with anybody that's going to be of youth because I'm telling you, if they run from him for 3 or 4 rounds, dude, he's going to get gassed and he's going to get his fucking ass knocked out. Unfortunately. Unfortunately,
I think Mike Tyson older, so I don't think he'll chase anybody. I think if you ain't coming to him, he's just gonna sit there like, all right, nigga, you felt what I gave you these 3 rounds. If you don't want to come over here and fight, nigga, you gonna lose this fight because I already got 3 up on you.
It looks amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, it looks amazing.
And I don't think these big name fighters will run away from him.
The distance though.
I would not fight him right now. Period.
I would never.
I wouldn't fight him. Period. I don't care if he was 78.
Should.
I wouldn't fight him either because he's still quicker than me at 78. Yeah. In a walker. He's still quick. He's still quicker than me. Shit.
Yeah, I ain't got no time for that. I ain't trying to fight. I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm all about talking shit out and trying to be more on like an uplifting thing, especially if you black. I'd be like, yo, bro, we black, man. Come on, man. We need to show that brotherly love to each other. I ain't got no time to be fighting, man. I'm too big for that shit.
Yo, did y'all see? Okay, wait. Did y'all see the you know the NBA's in a bubble right now, right?
Yes.
Did y'all see the meals that they eating in that bitch?
They bad meals.
Like,
they
it looked like the after school meals that they serve out of the little truck. They got the little fruit cups and shit. It looks horrible, dude. These are multi-million-dollar athletes, prime athletes, and you serving them bag lunches like they fucking 6 years old. You don't get the fuck out of here, NBA.
Hey, you gotta live that up, man. You gotta. Hey, this is no different than what's that fucking Fire Festival? It's no different than that, man. You get what you get.
Like Fire Festival.
Sit your ass down and go eat.
It looked exactly like that. It looked exactly like that. I couldn't believe that. NBA player was snapping pictures of that shit. I was like, damn, dude, my kid just had that shit on Thursday.
Honestly,
what the fuck is that?
Do they families get to stay with them, or just them by themselves?
Nah, they just rolling there by themselves. They get no family. I don't think so. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but
I gotta not be so proud of Ja Rule for being involved in that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love every minute of that. I love
that documentary. Was amazing.
I loved every minute of it. That shit was hilarious.
With the Fire Festival thing, or the video he put out?
Oh, you talking about the video?
The video, okay. Like this. I think I'm the only person that ever defends this dude, man. Like the video was supposed to be for a show he's doing on a web.
I watched that show. The show is whack. The show itself is whack.
Care.
But it was funny as shit though. Watching that.
You know, he made the stupid video for the show. You know, like it wasn't because he was doing that. He was doing a show.
Yeah, and the show itself is stupid. It's really about like your life and how you trying to like show people your life, but making like a creative TV show. I don't know. It's corny, but that little part was funny as shit though. I did like that.
Everybody on the internet was asking why he ain't had no shoes on. I ain't in his socks right now.
I swear he looked like his son now. I swear at first I thought his son was not his until I started seeing him now, like his face with all like the beard patches like his kid. I swear he looked just like him now. Before I was like, that's not your son, nigga. You need to test that nigga. He not you. That shit was crazy.
Wow.
So what we got coming up that we need to be concerned about?
Since we were talking about promoting things and talking about platforms, 10 City Cares will be going out on August the 1st and helping the homeless. Thank you to all the people that contributed to 10 City Cares. I had over $700 worth of donations for 10 City Cares to be able to get things that I need for the care packs and for my team to go out and help. In this situation with COVID, it's very important for us to be able to give back to the homeless community because they need all the help they can get. I know this is a dangerous time for us to be able to do that, but we got people that's willing to go down there with masks and gloves and do things that we need to do to be able to serve our community, man. Because these cats is out there. I drove down Arden, and there is tents all along the Arden streets, and it's hot as hell outside. They need water. They need these care packs. They need hygiene products. They need food. We're going to be able to supply all of that. I was able to get masks. I'm able to get gloves. I'm able to get all kinds of items that was either donated or money was donated to us to be able to build that. And so I thank you guys on the strength of just knowing that what we do and how active we are with our community as far as the homeless. That's our gig, man. We make sure that we do what we need to do. We're going to be out there in full force.
I'll say this too. The last time that we were able to do this, we had 100 care packs that we gave out. We had 100, and they were gone in 10 minutes.
Yep.
And every person got one. So I know he's thanking people for donating, but please continue to donate because that money is just going to allow one more person, and we didn't get a chance to serve everybody the last time we were out there. So every donation that you give is going to ensure that we are able to give a pack to somebody who's out there who's in need, because there's a lot of folks out there, and like you said, it's hot out there. They need the help, and we want to be able to provide them at least water, water, hygiene.
You know, shout out to the homeless on Arden. Shout out to the homeless on Garden Highway. Shout out to the homeless on B Street, where we do a majority of our campaign there. That's the ones that got snapped up to the point where we didn't get to serve all the community that was there. Yeah. We also have homelessness in South Sacramento that was displaced. They had a tent city that was behind Wells Fargo over on Fruit Ridge Boulevard that they basically completely eradicated, and that's gone now. So these people have had to go and move into different areas and disperse. So in our downtown homeless there too. I mean, right now it's the worst time to be homeless because with COVID being as dangerous as it is, the heat being as hot as it is, and just resources going to different locations, I think we kind of forget about our homeless. So we got to make sure that we take care of them. It's, near and dear to our hearts, man. And my team, Tent City Recordings, goes out there and shows out every single time, man. And these people remember us and understand what we're trying to do for this community.
And I know this is not for this rendition or duration, rendition or of us going out to donate, but ultimately I would like to even put it in the atmosphere and over the internet that ultimately what we do is a lot of these tents that they have, because the conditions of a lot of the tents that they already have is deplorable. And ultimately I would love to be able to get them housing, but I'm sure that I know that there's going to be a lot more involved with that, and as far as red tape, as far as the city, as far as things, I know I'd love to be able to get to that point. But for now, what we wanted to do in the interim, and that's basically the next step after these care packs, is maybe to be able to hand out newer, better tents to them. We need sponsorship for that. We need help for that. So anybody who knows somebody, please get with Nytelife. Please get with myself. We want to make that happen.
Yeah, go to the Tent City Cares page. We have on Facebook, facebook.com/Tent City Cares. Go there. We do have the email address to set up. Leave comments. Hit us. Inbox us. I answer right away. I try to answer as quick as possible. So please make sure everybody that contributed. Again, I thank you so much, because there were some big contributions. Jo from our camp contributed $100. My homeboy Chris Hines contributed $85. All the other people that we had T. Jackson donate $50. We had all the people who donated smaller amounts. All of that stuff added up to be able to help significantly with this campaign. So thank you so much for your contributions. Because
again, we need as many contributions as we can get. So please don't. We're not, because we're still not going to be able to serve everybody with even that number. So please continue to donate.
D ROC, what you got going?
Right now, nothing, man, other than the show I'm working on. I'll be putting that out. Hopefully I'm gonna start filming either this week or next week, and then hopefully by middle of August I should have an episode out for people to watch. I'm also working with another couple comedians. We're doing some different type of podcasts we're gonna be putting out, and also I'm doing some skits and stuff like that with a few other comedians. So I'm definitely gonna be putting that on my Instagram. Definitely look out for that. It should be coming pretty soon.
All right. And as far as for Tent City is concerned, we got a couple of things that's rolling along right now. We got my video, Nonograms, is out. You can go to our Tent City Recordings YouTube page to be able to view that. It's at tentcityrecordings.com. Iridescence, my EP, is out. We got Jo running. We got Shane the Rapsmith, Ride With Me. We got Mike Strange, Harley. We got Mike Strange, Buck Wild. Menu Beats will be coming out soon. We got Tent City Recordings. We're going to be re-releasing Intensity, adding some new tracks to that, and a couple of new little wrinkles. So I look forward to doing that. But this is a great time for us, man. Our team is doing great things in music, in the community. So please make sure you support us. TentCityRecordings.com. Big time. Hit it up. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. Add to our page, and support us, man, from the ground up.
All I know is art. I just know how to use them. These words to paint these pictures. Sometimes I need help from numbers. See, the paint is still wet, and life is still dripping off the brush. Mixing up the color of love. Touch the canvas, use the blues for us. Corresponding to numerics, was it ever enough? Red swatches out the pocket as I'm trying to match the passion we had. Add some fire to the hue with a backdraft. Bring it to a pink delicate. My daughters are the delegates, vividly depicting both their beauty and intelligence. Accent a little orange for my sons, they mean. Beaming of a radiance and heat to fuel the color of their dreams. Brush strokes, Bob Ross, happy trees. Laying all the browns and greens. Reflect wealth, health, and all accomplished. A brass yellow project the new conscious. Meditate and stimulate. Left the silver in my grace, betray the wisdom. Beard in my hairline, the prism. My day's number to the corresponding color. My mother was a fighter and a lover. My father a provider and a hustler. Breed it a creator and discoverer. Just the art of who I am. Let the words be the picture I deliver to the fans. I do it for the love, I just hope they understand. So many hues to define one man. Simplified and nonograms. Gold is the value of goals and stay priceless. Gray is the poisonous habits of bad vices. Teal is the ice in my veins amidst crisis. Purple is the rain from the death of a prince. It's hard to dream of y'all when they can't give us an inch. It's hard we getting shot when we ain't trying to defend. And bold fine, never fine print. Black lives matter. Negro in the bucket, let the Kelly Moore splatter. Let the unabated canvas show the white in between. Representing friends and family who white and who love me. When I stand for my people, I am not against you. I'm just hoping that a cry for change does not offend you. But if it do, we can just agree to disagree. Before the skin, we ain't humans and you still with me. Took the point to paint a picture, curved 1,000-word thesis. This is my art, love it or leave it. My day's number to the corresponding color. My mother was a fighter and a lover. My father a provider and a hustler. Breed it a creator and discoverer. Just the art of who I am. Let the words be the picture I deliver to the fans. I do it for the love, I just hope they understand. So many hues to define one man. Simplified and nonograms.
All right, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put you on the spot, D.
All
right. So I'm gonna follow you up though.
Okay.
Going to the last segment called "Great Joke, Corny Joke." So I'm gonna lean on you to tell the great joke, and I'm gonna tell the corny joke.
Okay.
So the corny joke first to give you space for the better joke.
All right, go ahead, do that.
What do you call a fish with two knees? Toonie fish.
Hey, him and his dad joke. Let me tell you, the last show we did, he was hosting the show and he got up and was doing these fucking dad jokes all night. We sat in the back like, what's wrong with this nigga, man? Why is he doing these dad jokes? And people are looking at him like,
hey, the show ADD on YouTube, hey, they be killing me with those though. They be good. They be real fucking good.
So,
I ain't got no joke like that though. I'll be real with you. All my jokes are just about me on stage. Shit.
Same man's corny joke, but now we're gonna go with the better joke.
Oh shit. Well shit, man. I actually did a show at my mama's house recently, just last Saturday. And we talked about me growing up as a kid. And I don't know, like when you guys have y'all kids, when y'all go like to like during Easter or Christmas, your kids gotta read a speech. Y'all remember that? Or even when y'all was kids, y'all had to read a speech up in front of everybody. Wasn't for me. I was the biggest crybaby ever. So when I was like 12, they gave me like that 3-line speech where it say, God gonna hold you, love you, be with you, Merry Christmas, all that bull in one whole speech. And I used to go to like the 3-year-old who had the Merry Christmas speech, and I'd be like, hey, yo, we trade. They don't want you to have this. They want you to read this. So because I would be crying midway through my speech. And I dealt with that pretty much for about 4 or 5 years. I was doing that. I was like 14, still taking a little kid's speech because I was like, yo, I can't do this. And
give me your speech.
Exactly. And another reason why I was like that, because my mom, who'd been clean and sober for about, I say 25 years, every year she got sobriety when we were kids, she'd go to the front of the damn church and go tell that story about how all her kids mean something. You know, my sister is the weed baby. You know, I used to get high with my little baby, you know, all that shit. Then my brother is the crack baby. You know, I get high. She stopped getting high 5 minutes before she had my brother. And a lot of people in church who was afraid of my brother to talk to him, these grown folks, they start realizing that's why he like that. They you know what I'm saying? They instantly hitting their head like, oh, that's why he's so mad all the time. He a crack baby. And my story was like the weakest one because I'd just be a cigarette baby and nobody want to have cigarettes in their life because they think that make their baby a cry baby. So we used to have like a moment where people could go smoke during intermission. Like, yo, we're going to take a break. Go get your little smoke break in. Everybody used to smoke. After my mom told that story, nobody went to go smoke no more. I realized that real fast that if you smoke cigarettes, you're going to have a crybaby. You don't need that. So that's for everybody out there. Stop smoking them cigarettes if you don't want your baby to be a hella crybaby.
Never heard that shit before.
I'm telling you, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. Watch. I don't smoke no cigarettes. My baby going to be strong. Watch. Real strong.
Stick down, homie.
Just say it.
If you smoke hams, I mean, you're going to be fat.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You're going to have some high cholesterol, some diabetes, something like that.
Okay, I just got what you just said. That was just in mind. It was from good, bad to, oh boy.
That was the worst.
Man.
So what's y'all plans for the upcoming weekend? I mean, besides staying in, breathing the same air in the house.
I'm gonna get to 2K again, and then
shit, I'm locked in. I had to go get tested, so I'm locked in the house until I get my results.
Ooh. Oh no!
Yeah, I'm stuck, so I'm waiting.
You remember, man, when COVID originally came out, we weren't seeing a lot of people that we knew or people that you knew directly that had it or that possibly had it, and now it's like. This is almost as common as wearing a black shirt. It's so like, man, I know people.
Yeah.
I know folks. I know friends. I know family. I know coworkers. I know all that type of shit. It's like, it's crazy. I never thought we would get to this point, and then now it's like, originally we were in a situation with this, and Gavin Newsom was really like ball to the wall. I'm closing everything. We ain't gonna do nothing until we all safe. And then the cats start walking up with the AKs and going to the
liberate my state
to City Hall, talking about you need to liberate us and let us go ahead and breathe in this COVID air and all this type of shit. And
COVID is my
then he backed down and reopen California, and that has been the death knell for us because now it has just exploded to the point where it's almost to the point where it's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
We're not back at like phase 1, but we almost there though.
Shit,
we about a pig fart away from stage 1 again.
I'm telling you, flu season coming back. I don't think it's gonna open back up. If it does, they're gonna close it back down before Christmas.
No,
dude, why are they trying to open the schools though?
Because because the kids already lost school for last year, so they, you know what I'm saying? Dude,
Just go to online learning and leave it at that. There's nothing that a teacher can't teach them in class that they can't teach them online. Just do the online learning and go for there. My kids are fine with online learning. I'm just not comfortable with putting my kids in classroom. I don't care if you put a plexiglass and shit look like a fucking NBA backboard everywhere you walk. It ain't gonna matter.
Even now, it's just like I know I do better in class than I do online school.
I know, but fuck all that, man. We can't put our kids at risk right now. Because kids are the most susceptible to be able to transmit that shit. You know they ain't gonna stay apart. True. You know they be giving each other wet willies and pushing each other on the ground and all that type of shit. We know that's coming.
And Dr. Fauci said it's getting worse. But it's funny, man. Like as much as I trust him, I don't trust him too because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I know, go figure, I'm military, but I'm still like a huge conspiracy theorist. And it's like I trust him a lot. I trust his word a lot as far as this is concerned, but I feel like, man, something is weird about Fauci too.
We ain't even got to trust him. We got to trust us and what we seeing. Trust your eyes and trust what you seeing right now in front of you.
You know it's already mutated. Now, fact check me if I'm wrong. Everybody who's watching this, fact check me if I'm wrong. But from what I understand, the virus already mutated. All the projections that it was going to be. It was going to die in the heat in the summertime. We were going to be straight. The virus already mutated and became and adapted to being able to survive in extreme heat, which is why we're still dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's your fuckhead president telling everybody, "Oh, it's going to die in the heat." No, come on, man. This is a virus. It's ridiculous.
And that's true.
It's ridiculous.
Flu does the same thing.
It's ridiculous.
Flu. That's why we have flu seasons because by the time it gets
if you ain't gonna treat this like the flu from the gate, there's no way that you can't predict what this does because you've never seen it. How the fuck are you gonna say, well, it's gonna die out? How do you know?
Because but the coronavirus, the coronavirus has actually existed for a long time. This is just that's why it's COVID-19. This is actually
this version of it is what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying,
it wouldn't be alarming if this was just a regular coronavirus.
They have enough data on how viruses work, and I'm sure how the coronavirus in its previous iterations worked to probably make that type of assessment.
Dude, the Puffy remix version of fucking coronavirus is a problem.
Take that.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
I ain't never heard that version.
That's not some shit. That's not some shit that you just gonna be able to take some fucking take some antibiotics for or take some Robitussin and get over it. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is gonna be around a long time.
I'm not getting that shot. They giving out a shot. I'm not giving that shot.
Like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I know we need the vaccine, but I'm also wondering what's in the vaccine.
I feel like the chip is like right in there. I feel like it's gonna pop a chip into your arm too. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that shit.
I know, but you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. We get flu shots, and then people are like, "Oh, well, the flu shots." Man, I get a flu shot every year. My kids get a flu shot every year, and you know what? They don't get the goddamn flu. So, I mean, at this point,
I know we need the vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means. I'm in the military. I can't be. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's just, but I'm still thinking like, what kind of additives y'all putting in there to try to give you cancer down the line?
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Chevron with Techron. You know what I'm saying? Techroline or whatever the fuck that shit is. It's a virus. What kind of additives they put in it?
Dude.
That's true.
Is that beyond the realm of possibility? No, answer me that.
It never is. It's always some bullshit. Which is why we can't never overcome shit, because it's always some ulterior motive that they trying to fuck up something. So it's just like I'm used to it. I'm used to the bullshit, man. I'm done with it though, but I'm used to it.
We talked about a lot today.
Right. So I think we actually did pretty good. We had 131, man. This is the shortest pod that we've ever had. So I'm so glad that we were able to do this. I had fun with you gentlemen. We'll do it again. Eventually we'll get to the point where we're gonna go week to week. If everybody's cool with that, we'll have a discussion offline. Yeah. But I think it's needed, man. We got a lot of people that's looking forward to this podcast. And if it's 131 every week, man, I could roll with that.
And what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement.
You gotta send this to me, bro. This shit hard.
Dude, find it on the internet.
Where is it at? What's it on? I'll type it on YouTube.
August, an entanglement with August.
Man,
who made it?
Podcast.
It's iMarquise, man.
I got
look up iMarquise. He'll send it to you. All right,
yeah.
Let's get our ass up out of here, man. Hey. Thank y'all for joining us at What the Podcast. We'll be doing, like I said, we're gonna try to do this shit every week. Thank you. Difficult roads often lead to the most beautiful destinations. Shoot your shot, go for the win. You might make it. Peace.